Ladies and gentlemen, you're most welcome again. This is a very big opportunity for you and me, because we're going to learn something very important, and that is to do with data protection in Microsoft Excel. We know very well Excel handles sensitive data because it is used for data analysis after entry. Now, after entering your data in Microsoft Excel and you have done the analysis, this data is very important because it can easily be stolen by any person and then use it in a wrongful way. So we need to learn how we can protect any data we work with in Microsoft Excel. So to start with, we shall go direct to one of the tabs in the ribbon, which is the File tab. Click on the File tab. You get a list of options, and one of them is Info. Click on Info tab, and then you get another list of options, and the first one is Download. Leave that and go to the second one, which is Protect the Workbook. This one will control what types of changes people can make on the workbook. So click on that, and then you get around 6 options. That ranges from read only, encryption with password, protecting the current worksheet, protecting the entire workbook structure, adding a digital signature, and marking it as final. So we're going to see how we can use one by one. We start with the first one, which is read only. This one, it helps us to prevent accidental changes by asking the readers to opt in to editing. So once you click on that, you see a yellow color in the background of this, meaning this book has been protected and it can only be opened as a read-only document. Then the other option is the encrypted with password. Encrypting with password helps you to enter the password. Like when I click on that, I will get a dialog window, and then the dialog window, I'm being asked to enter the password. But please caution, they are saying you have to make sure that you use a password that you can remember, because by forgetting the password, this cannot be recovered. So it is advisable that you keep rest of password and corresponding document names in a safe place, maybe in the safe, so that you ensure that if you have forgotten it, you can easily recover it. So here I'm going to enter a password, and I'm going to use the password and say 1 2 3 4 5 6 as a sample. Then I click on OK, and then I'm told to enter the password. So I go ahead and type 1 2 3 4 5 6. So once I'm done, press OK, and then you see now here they're saying a password is required to open this document. I'm going to first close the document. Go ahead and close it and save the changes. File Explorer. Then from there, go ahead and look for the name of the document, which is Talks Education Secondary Education. Once I open it, they are telling me to enter the password. For example, if I enter the wrong password and then I click OK, I will get a message that the password you supplied is not correct. Verify the caps lock key or is off and on, and make sure that you use correct capitalization. So this one, meaning that you can see all my the document is locked and you cannot do anything about that. So what you do is that I have to close and I do it again, and then once I open that again, I have to apply the correct password, which is 1 2 3 4 5 6. Go ahead and click OK, and then the order would like to open Talks as a read only, unless you need to make changes read only. So I want still open it as a read only, and now there you can see even the header, it is saying read only. You can only read, but you cannot do any other things. So after that, now you can see how I can protect my document with the password. The other thing I'm going to do still under the info tab, is to see how I can protect the current worksheet. Protecting the current worksheet, so you have to do what? You have to click on current worksheet. After that, you need to select all the columns and all the tabs and the tools in the ribbon that you want to protect. After that, go ahead and apply the password, say 1 2 3 4 5 6 that you're going to use to lock that. Enter the password 1 2 3 4 5 6, press OK, and now you can see like when I go to insert, you can see in the pivot tables, under tables, all these have been locked. When I go to data, you can see under the data tools where I can do the analysis and do data validation, it has been locked. So all the tools, like you see under definition and formula auditing, so most of the tools that I locked the other side are locked here. So the other thing I can do still is that I can first unlock this. So I have to check how to add the digital signature, but this can't be done because my document is still under read only. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to first enter the password to ensure that I unlock this. So I have to close this, save the changes, and then I say OK, copy type talks. So after that, I'll go ahead and open this. I'll get this, I put the password 1 2 3 4 5 6, and then I set this. Now I've removed the read only option that was disabling me from accessing these other tools. So now I can see when I come to info tab and then I go to my workbook protection, I can now be able to get how to protect this workbook or this data with other options like the workbook structure. So the workbook structure normally prevents unwanted changes by not allowing you to add things like other worksheets. So when I click on that, and then I have to put the password, but this is optional. You can either put it or not. So in this case, I will not put the password, but I go ahead and hit OK. When I hit OK, I will see in the worksheets down here, I have these worksheets, but when I want to add another one, I cannot add them. I can easily open these worksheets, but I cannot add any worksheet. But when I go ahead and remove that option in the file, protect workbook, and then say remove that, you can see now I'm able to add more worksheets. So that one shows you how you can really do that. The reason why we lock this is because someone can come and open your workbook, look at the sheets, and then add his or her own sheets, and then that one, if you accidentally send it over to someone and you've not verified, of course the person will know that the other sheets is yours, yet it was just added to make sure to manipulate your information and steal everything you have. So we'll go ahead and see how we can add, how we can use the other option, which is digital signature. Here it enables or ensures that you have the integrity of the workbook by adding invisible digital signature. So to do that, click on that, and go ahead and sign to Microsoft Office. Say yes. Once you click on that, you will be directed to Microsoft support website, and here for you to unlock this, yeah, of course you need to be unlocked, because right now we're using a free version, but for you to use any digital signature, first you have to sign in. You have to sign in to your account. If you don't have an account, then you go ahead and open an account. After opening an account, go ahead and sign in with your email or phone number or Skype. After that, then you'll be able to go to the digital signature page, and then you can go ahead and sign in, so that all your documents that move goes, they will go with your signature. But I will not go far in that. In your free time, you can try, and if you fail, you can please come and inbox so I can show you that. So now I'm going ahead to show you other options, and in this case I'm going to show you how we can protect the document using what we call a mark as final. Mark as final enables you to enable the documents that it's the final. Everything what you've done is final. You cannot edit, you cannot add anything, so that one is final. So when you select that, then you get this. They're saying this workbook will be marked as final and then be saved. Click OK, and then from there go ahead and hit OK on this dialog box message that appears on the screen. After that, now you see my work have changed, and now it is changed as marked as final, meaning you cannot do any kind of editing like adding or modifying. Like if I try to modify any of this data using entering anything from the keyboard, I cannot. Even when I select a new cell and I enter something, I cannot. When I go to tabs in the ribbon, such as the home tab, you can see all the tools are locked. When I select inside tab, you see file, page layout, formulas, data, review, view. So you see most of the tabs, almost all of the tabs in the ribbon, they are locked because the document has been marked as final, meaning even if someone tries to open and they want to modify or manipulate any of your data, he or she cannot, because all the tools are locked. But because I'm the author, I can go ahead and select edit anyway. Once I edit that one, now I can now go and add more data in the cells selected, or I can even modify some of this data, or I can go ahead and do other editing tools. I can use editing tools in the ribbon, because you can now see they are active. Like when I go to insert, if I select this one of the cell, I go to insert, you can see all the tools become active. Page layout, you can see formulas, data, you can see all now the tools in the ribbon have really become active, because I've marked the other one as I've changed from final to document which is to edit. So now I think we have really seen how to protect our document with these 6 layers. That is say read only, password encryption, current sheets protection, the workbook, digital signature, and the mark as final. And I really like you for coming and paying time, and taking your time to come and follow us, and I know you've learned a lot. So I would request that you go and apply what you've learned in your activities, and make sure that you protect your documents, your work, your data, because in the world we're in, information is the key resource, and once it is stolen, it means you've been stolen. They have stolen each and everything. And we shall get more videos on data privacy and data protection in the next tutorials. So what I can request you is go ahead and sign into our website. tabbytalks.com, or subscribe to our channel, and then you get videos as they pop in. Otherwise, thank you. Let's catch up in the next video. I'll remain as your good guy, Pastor Francis. I love you guys.